Why $150,000 a year feels poor in Australia. 1. $150,000 is a headline number, not a real one. $150,000 sounds rich because it's quoted before reality steps in. Once income tax, Medicare levy, and bracket creep take their share, the number shrinks fast. What remains is not wealth. It's usable income that barely matches the expectations attached to it. The problem isn't comparison to lower incomes. People assume $150,000 means comfort, buffers, and breathing room. In practice, it delivers responsibility without margin. The number looks impressive on paper, but behaves modestly in real life. 2. The cost of normal life has reset. This isn't about indulgence or poor discipline. This is about baseline costs in Australia moving faster than wages. Housing is no longer a choice between modest and premium. It's expensive or unavailable. Childcare, insurance, utilities, transport, groceries, and education are now structural costs, not lifestyle upgrades. What used to be called lifestyle inflation has become survival inflation. You're not upgrading your life. You're paying to keep it functioning. 3. $150,000 is the pressure zone. At this income level, a line quietly appears. You earn too much to qualify for assistance. You earn too little to buy real freedom. You become the funding layer, paying higher taxes, absorbing policy inefficiencies, subsidizing systems you'll never fully benefit from. The system assumes you'll cope, and because you usually do, nothing changes. 4. Everything depends on continuity. At $150,000, your entire financial structure relies on one assumption, that your income continues uninterrupted. If the job stops, cash flow stops, commitments, don't stress, arrives immediately. There is no passive buffer built into the model. That's not wealth. That's dependency dressed up as success. High income without resilience is fragile. 5. Time is the real cost. The most expensive thing you give up at $150,000 is not money. It's time. To earn and sustain that income, you trade. Long hours, mental bandwidth, flexibility, optionality. Your life becomes optimized around maintaining output. Freedom is postponed. Permanently. You own more things, but nothing owns time for you. 6. Why it feels like failure. At lower incomes, struggle is expected. At higher incomes, struggle feels personal. So when $150,000 doesn't produce ease, people don't question the system. They question themselves. 7. The uncomfortable truth. $150,000 in Australia is not rich. It is high responsibility, high pressure, high contribution, low tolerance for error. It looks successful from the outside and feels tight on the inside. 8. What this really means. If you don't recognize this early, you can spend decades earning good money without ever building leverage, resilience, or control. You don't fall behind dramatically. You just never get ahead. Final $150,000 is not the finish line it used to be. It's the point where outdated expectations collide with modern costs. Understanding that isn't pessimism. Follow Aussie Money Rules for real money thinking.